12 News is your local election headquarters. We are now pretty much 1 hour away from releasing the results of our exclusive new 12 News Roger Williams University poll.
That's right. It's our first look since back in May at the state of this year's Democratic primaries for governor and Congress here in Rhode Island. 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi has a preview.
We once again surveyed roughly 400 Rhode Island voters who say they're likely to vote in next month's Democratic primary to take their temperature on the key races and the biggest issues that will affect their choices. Our political analyst Joe Fleming has been conducting election polls for 12 News since 1984, but primary polls are unique.
It gets difficult to get the people on the phones who are going to vote in the primary. Remember, a Democratic primary may get 20% of the eligible voters out, which would be a high turnout.
This year's primary features a hotly contested race for governor with incumbent Dan McKee and challengers Nellie Gorbea and Helena Foulkes all running TV ad campaigns to win over voters. But Fleming says their efforts don't seem to be exciting Rhode Island voters very much.
What we're finding is simply there's not a lot of enthusiasm about voting this year, it seems, in the Democratic primary. People are more concerned with gas prices and groceries in the summer.
The poll also tested who's ahead in the Democratic primaries for Congress, Lieutenant Governor, and General Treasurer, and asked voters whether they support the proposed $60 million taxpayer subsidy for the Pawtucket Soccer Stadium. Our new findings coming with the primary now less than 1 month away. Voters will cast their primary ballots on September 13th, setting the stage for the November election.
And Ted, you know, interesting to hear Joe Fleming say they're even this close to primary day. So many voters are just not tuned into what's happening.
Yeah, Brian Cahill, this is something I'm hearing from many campaign managers and other analysts. One of the most striking things to me, having covered a lot of races, we haven't seen the Democrats running for governor air a single negative TV ad. I know voters like that, but usually you see it. Even though the race has been wide open for months, that step hasn't been taken. So one thing to watch over these final weeks is whether that will change.
All right, Ted, thank you so much for the preview. And as we mentioned, the first of our exclusive results will be released coming up on 12 News at 5. Tim White will be here to reveal who is currently on top in the Democratic primary for governor. And that's when you'll find our new interactive poll page on WPRI.com so you can go through the results for yourself.